emotions are still alive, and we're looking forward to this one here in Week 10 of our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the Rutgers Scarlet Knights and the Wisconsin Badgers. Restate the state of Paul again. Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
I caught up with the Scarlet Knights head coach before the game. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Nice.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. So Wisconsin's offense will have the football first. And we get our first look at Colton Joseph. They have a lot of confidence that he can get them in the right play and make the right call. Offense in an empty set. Throwing Joseph. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Complementary offensive football, finding just enough balance, and Wisconsin quarterbacks have always done a great job staying within their system.
Stay within the system, stay within yourself, know when to chuck the football, but more importantly, what do you got to do, Reese? You got to take care of the football. Play action, make those plays.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense picks it up. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Running inside. It's Raymond. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches tonight.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for room, it's Raymond. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Scarlet Knights want to pick up the tempo. With the run on first and goal. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, first and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
Went right back to him, and again he is denied. It's third and goal.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
Fourth down and less than a yard, and he surges across the line. Touchdown, Rutgers.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Fielded in the end zone, it's Kearney. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now on the counter. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Joseph. Under fire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Badgers will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through.
And kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. With the catch, it's Jackson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Throwing Joseph. Slings it downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing the second.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Joseph on the play action. Fires on the move. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Joseph. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th. And the Badgers send out the punt unit. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. Discretion, the better part of valor, not going to give him a chance to return as they kick it toward the sideline. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. The run inside. It's Raymond. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Bringing the heat. And they got it.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They go play action with Joseph. Caught over the middle. It's Rigby. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. A A 1st and 10 for this offense. Looking for a crease. It's Jackson. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Motion from the wideout. Hands it off on the counter. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The Badgers line up to punt it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Quarterback making checks. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Running inside, it's Raymond. Gets it out to the 22-yard line, and that'll be enough for the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Picks his way and gets 4 after the 27.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you're going to fly upfield every single play. We'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
The Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field. A little screen to the running back. Breaks into the open. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to get rid of it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Back to pass. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Well, they're leading by 2 possessions offensively, and that could have been a game-changing play right there. That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He's very lucky that was not intercepted.
It's complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Has to get there to move the sticks. And nothing doing on the ground. This defense having none of it and stopping him on fourth down. Joseph on the play action. Fires one high and deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Backed up now here, second and long. Got it behind the line. It's Rigby. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
They'll move the tight end. From the gun on third down, Joseph. He tries to take the top off. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. And the Badgers will punt it away on fourth down. Not a lot of room to make this catch. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Makes the grab. It's Raymond. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can...
Snags it, and he's open. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Taking it the other way. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Throwing Joseph. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going to the run. It's Jackson. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got him in the flat. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Now the Scarlet Knights call timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 2nd and goal for this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
The one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that drive covered 40 yards, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They've got time. They've got the lead. And David, is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop.
He wants to take the top off. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target.
Makes the catch down the right side. Stepped out of bounds at the 38-yard line, and you want to talk about flipping the field. He just did it like that.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy, he's accurate, off schedule, and the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained, or they're going to get lit up just like that.
Rutgers takes its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap, off they go, and it's an explosive play.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Joseph. Complete left side, Coleman. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pocket breaking down. Got a man in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Absolutely center cut. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Southern Mississippi taking on the James Madison Dukes. And it's the Golden Eagles with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten. Now back to your game inside Camp Randall Stadium. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And with that, let's head back to a great scene there in Camp Randall.
Number 7, set to advance.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. We check in with Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Rutgers head coach at the half. He said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. Two solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Second down, he'll throw it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's past the 30. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. The run inside. It's Raymond. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Scarlet Knights are flying down the field. Looking for a gap. It's Raymond. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Makes the grab deep. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Scarlet Knights, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Nice move to keep running. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The Scarlet Knights will hustle to the line. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on 4th down. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Running inside, it's Jackson. And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give on the counter. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge runs.
He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety.
What a heads-up play by the defensive end that time. He saw the ball thrown out to the right-hand side, and he just stopped his pass rush and rallied to the football and made the stop and gets 2 points.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had it, but that 4th down stop kept them from getting anything on the board. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the catch. It's Raymond. And the Scarlet Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Allen. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws the football.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. Now the play fake. They got him, and down he goes. And what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. The Scarlet Knights decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Gets the back moving. Joseph from the gun on 3rd down. On the move, he fires. He's got him wide open. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Here's a heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion, like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The run inside. It's Jackson. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? Throwing Joseph. Oh, they're after him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the away team sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back, because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Right down the middle. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside, it's Raymond. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
He has 89 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. The Scarlet Knights look to keep this drive humming. They'll go to the counter. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Badgers want to talk things over, and they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Got enough for the first. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. He stopped short on the 2-point conversion attempt. They went right back to the well with the man who scored the touchdown, but he couldn't get it in for the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. And the Badgers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Got it set up on the outside. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. 4th down, Joseph. He's going to let it go. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Defense will stop the clock. 2:04 remaining. They'll have the 2-minute timeout coming as well.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you've got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Using the quick game. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And the Scarlet Knights are threatening in the red zone. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Raymond. Got a little grass. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses. It's helped set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. The play-action fake. Keeps looking downfield. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to throw it into the end zone on 3rd down? Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's 4th and goal. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Trying to pound their way in. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
And some people might say they should have taken a knee, run the clock out. This offense believes, I'm going to run the football. It's your job to stop it. And they add a rushing touchdown and another 6 to the scoreboard.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if